On this channel, we've unraveled the destinies of empires and decoded the complex motives of historical giants. We've looked at figures like Kapishayana, the shepherd who became a conqueror, and Jamal al-Afghani, the intellectual who ignited a movement. Yet, there's one fundamental mystery that casts a shadow over everything we've discussed. From the ancient crusades right up to this morning's trending tweets, the question is this: why does one idea suddenly burst into flames and reshape the world, while a nearly identical one fades into complete obscurity? What makes one belief system take root and another just wither away? How does one hashtag go global while thousands of others die unnoticed? The answer isn't just hidden in dusty history books, nor is it solely explained by social media algorithms. The real answer lies at a fascinating and often overlooked intersection: the meeting point of individual human psychology and the powerful, unseen currents of our collective consciousness. Today, we're going to map this uncharted territory. We're going to explore the hidden psychological architecture that allows an idea to build a global following. We'll move from the cognitive biases that quietly steer our everyday thoughts to the unwritten social rules that can amplify those thoughts into world-changing movements. This isn't just about a few historical events. This is the hidden story behind every cult, every religion, every political revolution, and every single viral trend you've ever witnessed. It's the story of how ideas conquer minds. To understand this phenomenon, we need to look at three core psychological drivers that act as the engine for any viral idea. When these three elements combine, they create a force that is almost irresistible. First, and perhaps most fundamentally, is the human need for social distinctiveness. We are all, on some level, searching for meaning. We crave a sense of purpose, a feeling that we are part of something special, something superior. We want to believe that our lives, our choices, and our groups are more significant than others. This isn't a flaw. It's a deep-seated part of our psychological makeup. Powerful ideas tap directly into this need. They offer a unique identity, a special status. Think about it. Cults promise their followers exclusive access to enlightenment or salvation. Political factions convince their members that they alone possess the true vision for society. Even luxury brands work on this principle, selling not just a product, but an identity of exclusivity and superior taste. When an idea makes you feel distinct and important, you're not just adopting a belief, you're elevating your own sense of self. The second key ingredient is the power of tribal identity. Once an idea gives you a sense of distinctiveness, it naturally leads to the formation of a group. And this is where things get really powerful. An idea truly takes off when it stops being a simple concept and becomes a marker of us. The moment it creates an us, it also, by definition, creates a them. This us versus them dynamic is one of the most potent forces in human history. It's the fuel behind every tribal conflict, every holy war, and every fiercely partisan debate. When an idea becomes tied to our tribal identity, it transcends logic and reason. Questioning the idea feels like a personal attack on our group, on our very identity. We see this playing out every single day in the online culture wars. People aren't just debating policies or facts, they are defending their tribe. This fierce loyalty, this instinct to protect us from them, is what gives an idea the militant energy it needs to spread and conquer. And that brings us to the third and final component: the compelling narrative. Our brains are not built to process raw data or complex, nuanced arguments. We are wired for stories. A truly successful idea is always packaged in a story that is simple, emotional, and has a clear hero and villain. Simplicity is key, because it makes the idea easy to grasp, remember, and, most importantly, share. Emotion is the hook. A story that makes us feel fear, hope, anger, or inspiration will always be more powerful than one that just makes us think. And the hero-villain structure gives us a clear moral framework. It tells us who to root for and who to fight against. This is the ultimate vehicle for an idea. A complex political theory is hard to spread, but a story about a brave hero fighting a corrupt villain that can travel the globe in an instant. Now, this might all sound a bit theoretical, so let's apply this framework to some of the examples we've explored on this channel. Let's go back to Kapishayana. How did a simple shepherd convince a hardened army of warriors to follow him on a seemingly impossible quest to conquer Hindustan? He almost certainly didn't present them with a detailed geopolitical analysis. Instead, he likely crafted a grander narrative. He probably gave them a divine mission, a story that made them feel like chosen warriors, not just soldiers. He forged a powerful tribal identity. We, the righteous and the brave, are destined for glory. And he identified a common enemy, a them whose defeat would bring that glory. He gave them a simple, powerful story with a clear hero: themselves. Fast forward to today. Look at the most successful political campaigns. Do they win by presenting voters with dense 50-point policy plans? Rarely. They win by telling a story of a nation in peril, a villain who caused the problems, and a hero who can save the day. It's the US versus M of the voting booth. Or consider a revolutionary startup. The most successful ones don't just sell a product. They sell a narrative. We are the innovators, the rebels, fighting against the old, outdated them. They create a tribe of early adopters who feel distinct and part of a movement. The core psychological engine is identical, whether it's an ancient conqueror, a modern politician, or a tech CEO. Only the platform has changed, from a campfire speech to a Super Bowl ad or a viral tweet. So, the next time you see it happen, the next time you witness an idea erupt from nowhere and sweep across the globe, whether it's the rise of a new spiritual creed, a powerful political movement, or even a seemingly silly TikTok challenge, don't just be a passive observer, be an analyst. Look for these three components. First, ask yourself, does this idea offer its followers a special sense of distinction or purpose? Does it make them feel unique or chosen? Second, is it forging a strong in-group or tribal identity? Is it creating a powerful sense of us? And third, is it packaged in a simple, emotional, and powerful story with a clear hero and villain? If you can spot these three elements, you'll have the key to understanding why that idea is succeeding. This framework is the secret to decoding everything from the incredible success of Jamal al-Afghani in mobilizing public opinion across the Muslim world to the inexplicable spread of a global internet meme. It reveals the invisible forces at play. History and psychology are two sides of the same coin. They are deeply intertwined. By understanding the hidden psychological rules that govern our minds, we don't just gain a better understanding of the past, we gain a clearer view of the present, and even a glimpse into the future of the ideas that will one day shape our world. And this is where you come in. Your voice, your curiosity, is a crucial part of this exploration. I want to know what you think. Tell me in the comments. Is there a particular historical movement, a modern trend, or a specific idea that you'd like us to analyze next using this psychological lens? It could be anything from a historical religion to a modern brand. Your suggestions and questions could become the fuel for our very next video. If you enjoy unraveling these hidden layers of history, psychology, and ideas, then join our community. Subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit that notification bell so you not miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching.